Hey guys, today's video is going to be all of my beauty favorites for the month of January. And to start off, I'm going to start with a few breath products from Soap & Glory. And the first is the Rich and Foamous body wash. And I've gone through the smaller pump bottle of this, and this is my new one that I just purchased. But I just love the smell of this, for one. It's, I think almond, mostly. It's almond, but it's not super like sickly sweet. And it's got a great foam. I like to use a loofah, so this really foams up in the loofah. I don't like when soaps, like, they don't seem to go far. Like, you have to use a lot of product. And this one you don't. You just need like a couple pumps and it works. But that's the other thing I love about this is the pump itself. I hate squeezing out soap. I like how easy this is just to pump it out. The other item that I really have been loving is the Smoothie Star Breakfast Scrub. It's the same scent line. It's a little more almond and a little stronger, but this has a really nice grit to it. It really scrubs all the dead skin away, and it doesn't leave an oily residue like some scrubs do. It washes off pretty well, but it still leaves your skin feeling super soft. So I just love this. All right, another product that isn't makeup, but it's kind of makeup related, is the Garnier Micellar water. This is just the regular one, but I just bought the one with the blue cap that's supposed to be for waterproof makeup to replace this one, because you can see I'm pretty much out of this one. I've had it for probably a little over a month, and I use this every night with a cotton pad to get off all my makeup. It gets almost everything except for waterproof mascara, which is why I wanted to try the waterproof one next to see if that'll get rid of everything. But I really love this, especially if I've like already bathed and before I got dressed to go somewhere in the evening and I just want to wash off my makeup before I put on my pajamas. This is really good. Another cleansing product, but this one's for makeup brushes, is the Cinema Secret Makeup Brush Cleanser. And I had a cleaner that was the same kind of blue color that I poured into my own squirt bottle. It was from Sally's. And I thought it was really good, and so I was like, I wasn't gonna buy this one. I was just gonna repurchase one that's from Sally's, even though it really wasn't much cheaper. But this one is so much better. The other one, it would always leave a little bit of color left over on all of my natural like white hair brushes. This one, it takes it completely off and it dries instantly. My other one, it would take a couple minutes for it to completely dry, and a lot of times if I like went in with the eyeshadow brush I just cleaned with my other cleaner, it would pick it up like I just wet the eyeshadow brush, even though it felt mostly dry. But this one, it's completely dry as soon as you're done wiping the brush onto, like, I use a rag, and I just spray the rag and like maybe spray the brush once if I really need to, and I just swirl it around and then it's all gone and it dries instantly. So I really, really like this. This past month I found a bunch of new face products, and so starting with the drugstore, I got the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. I'm in the shade W2, which is a little too dark for me, but it works because it kind of shears out as you use it. And I wasn't going to get this product at first because it was $16, I believe. And it only has 0.5 ounces, which I just thought kind of was a ripoff. I'd rather get like a $30 foundation that's a full ounce. But I really have enjoyed this, and it's got a good bit of product kickoff, I guess would be the best way to say it. Like, you barely have to touch the cushion and you have enough to do pretty much your whole face, especially if I use the sponge, which mine's a little dirty now, but if I just like push it down once, I can do my entire face, which I really enjoy, and it's very quick and easy. So this would be great for traveling, and it's great for just like quick makeup days. And then another makeup item that's not as sheer and it's not as quick is the Makeup Forever HD Stick. I've been using the regular liquid Ultra HD foundation, and then I just decided to try out the stick, and I really like it. At first I didn't think it would work well with my dry skin, but it actually works better with my dry skin than the liquid foundation does. And I like to use this and then spray my brush with Fix Plus to blend it in to kind of shear it out a little bit. And then for places like my cheeks and chin where I need a little more coverage, I'll go over it one more time and blend that in as well. So yeah, I really have enjoyed this. And to go with that, I've also loved their new Ultra HD Concealer. And this one I have in Y23, and it's just like maybe half a shade lighter than me, and it's a little yellow, so it's really brightening. And I use this for my under eyes, and then anything left over I use to kind of brighten up the center of my face, and maybe go over a couple acne, which mostly is in my chin, so I can use the brighter shade and it works okay. If you've been needing a new concealer, this is a really good one to try. It's brightening, and it's not so heavy that it sinks into your fine lines. At first I thought it would be really similar to the IT Cosmetic Bye Bye Under Eye, but this is not nearly as thick. Like, it's nowhere near as thick, even though it's in similar packaging. and it just shears out really easily, especially if you use your fingers because it kind of warms the product up. But yeah, this is just an awesome, awesome concealer. Moving on to eye products, I tried out the CoverGirl TruNaked palettes. I have the golden and the nudes, and I know these are supposed to be knockoffs of, like it even says on the packaging, shades like a leading $50 eyeshadow palette. So it's supposed to be knockoffs of the Naked palettes from Urban Decay, but the glitters in here are just awesome. Like, they have glitter in them like the Urban Decay ones, but they don't seem as chunky, and they're kind of more sheer, which I think I like it. I don't think everybody would like it. I just think it has a really nice color payoff, and the mattes are really nice too. It's just been kind of a different eyeshadow palette to be using lately, so these are just some of the shimmers from the Goldens. And the mattes are nice, the shimmers are nice. They're really compact is another thing. I mean, to bring both of these whenever you travel would be the same as bringing one larger Naked palette. Even though I kind of like these better than the Naked palettes, which I don't think anybody else will agree with me on that one. But they're just simpler to use. So for someone who really doesn't do much makeup and is really starting out with makeup, I think this one, or I mean, even if you like the blush colors, go for the pink one. These are just really good to have in your makeup bag. I'm actually wearing the Roses palette on my eyes today, and here's a closer look at what that looks like. And these really are pretty fair dupes for the color selection in the Urban Decay. Like, it even has the black with the red glitter in it. But like I said, I just think that the quality of the glitters in here is a little better, which is surprising. All right, another CoverGirl eye product. This is the Star Wars packaging, but I have the regular blue packaging. But I just want to show y'all the waterproof version of this mascara is amazing. It doesn't budge at all, and it's one of those, like, you have to use like an oil based eye makeup remover to get it off, which for some people is kind of a hassle, but I really like it, especially for days where it's rainy or I have really watery eyes. So for my lower lash line and even like these kind of corner eyelashes, if my eyes start watering, I end up with like black smudge all over the place. And this, it doesn't move at all. Even after taking off the rest of my makeup, this will stay on until I use a oil-based water makeup remover. The lips, I got one of the melted chocolate liquid lipsticks. I got the color Chocolate Honey, and it is beautiful. It's one of my new favorites. It's really brown, which is a little frightening for some people, but it's so beautiful, and I'll actually insert a swatch of me wearing it on my lips. I wouldn't have thought it would work very well with my fair skin, and it may not work that well with my fair skin, but I like it, so I wear it. And then another color that I've recently discovered, or I've had, but I just never really wore, was Creme Cup by MAC. And it's this fairly pink, it's kind of got a nudeness to it, but it's just pretty much a straight up light pink. And it was always just a little too baby pink for me. But if I use a nude lip liner and then go in with this, it makes my lips look a little larger and it makes them look really shiny. And it kind of reminds me of like all those Victoria's Secret makeup tutorials that people put up after the fashion shows. And I've really been enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. The last favorite of the month is this OPI nail polish in Tiramisu for 2. It's not what's on my nails today, obviously, but I've worn this I think 3 times since I got it at the beginning of the month. And it's a really opaque light pink color, but it has a nice nudeness to it. So it works for my skin tone much better than I've tried a couple of the like tan nude nail polishes, and it just never looks right on me. But this one, because it has a little bit of pink and it's a little lighter than most of the other ones, it works really well with my skin tone. And yeah, I've worn it, like I said, like 3 times now, and I even took it off and put it back on, which is very rare for me. Alright, so that's all of my favorites for the month of January. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more videos like this from me, then please give this a thumbs up. And if you want to see any videos from me in general, then please subscribe. Thanks.